Yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to the
Sadly Relatable podcast.
We back, baby!
Yay!
Ooh,
Wait, is that the thing that I don't do?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I feel like
now
something
you realise
else.
it's easy to do.
Oh, that's weird.
You little hater. Episode 25, people, we in this.
We back, baby. Wait, that's what you say.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's quite good, though. It was a good little...
I mean,
take
what
on it.
can I say? So, welcome back, guys, to episode 25. I feel like I look like a boy today.
No, you look nice and summery.
So, I'm wearing Abe's t-shirt because he doesn't let me dress a certain way on the podcast. So, in the summer days, if you see me looking like a boy, it's probably because I'm going to be wearing his clothes. So, that's why. But yeah,
that looks like I'm like really like controlling. You're gonna wear this. You're gonna wear that.
Like no, you're not.
On here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how's life?
Good. How's the life for you? Living all out alone. Do you not get scared?
So weird stuff's been happening to me.
Really?
Not like that, but like I got this scratch and I didn't know how and I didn't feel myself do it, but while it was bleeding, I looked down at my arm and I was like, how the hell did that happen? Also...
that's like some paranormal activity
yeah,
type
I've been
stuff.
getting scratches on my body.
No.
Yeah.
What if you got like a shaitan living in the room with you or something? I'm sorry, I'm making it worse.
No, I don't care.
The devil. Like, keep me company.
No, listen. And also, this is going to sound disgusting, right? Basically, I had to keep the mattress that they gave me, so I cleaned it as much as I could.
Yeah.
And I don't know if...
people do that.
Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah.
It's just like a hotel
yeah,
bed. It was very clean.
Over it, yeah.
It was a very clean mattress. It looked like it was brand new. Like,
yeah.
But I don't know if I have bed bugs or mosquitoes because I've got bites all over my body.
It might be mosquitoes.
Can I show you?
Yeah.
Is that weird? What's that?
Yeah, they're bites. But don't you remember you're prone to that? Remember in Morocco that one year?
Oh my god!
You must have had at least 100 on your body.
Then,
do you know how gas it was? Because I didn't have any more like staying in the same place.
Yeah, but that means my blood's nice.
That means you've got like some type of diabetic disorder.
We don't joke around about diseases around
guys.
here. I feel like I just forgot we were filming.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of good that we do that because I forgot we were filming. I was just speaking to you about. Yeah, you got eye bogey.
Oh no!
Eat it.
So not really. Do you not get scared? I feel like if I was a girl, even as a guy, especially in London, you get a bit like wary when you're out, especially late or like walking about. So what? It must be scary as a girl to walk the streets at night.
Okay, so I'll tell you something, right? I don't really go out at night, but it's only because I don't have my car. And before I go out, like, you know, restaurant, sheesh or whatever, I want to be settled in at home. So I've only been out once or twice. And that's just like out for an hour and back home.
Yeah.
And it's been 2 weeks. But yesterday, me and Fedor's, I live with her. We were like, it was really hot. So it was having summer vibes in the evening. And I was like, let's just go get some dessert or something. So I live near Brixton and I was walking through Brixton. We went and got like slushies. And then the next day... we read on the news that night someone had been like shot or something. I don't know. I could be wrong because Fedor's told me this and I haven't looked into it. But apparently someone got shot. The police were coming to help the person that got shot, and the people were chucking stones at the police to stop them from helping the person that got shot. That's what Fedor said. I could be wrong.
Do you know how? I'm not just to laugh at the situation, but the way I imagine it, is like there's this like a drone camera over like Brixton. You can just see you and Fedor's like yeah, having your fun. And the other side's like you're not so oblivious to it.
Yeah, no, it is bad though. And like, you know, in London you can't, well, everywhere really, but if you go out and you're just holding your phone, like motorcycles will come and snatch your phone out your hand.
Oh, that's so
I'm sorry, yeah.
Because you know what, you're at the point where what do you do? You can't chase them down.
Imagine that actually was life. God forbid that ever happens.
I've seen them videos.
So you have to be careful with having your phone out. And what I was...
Do you know what? I was sorry to cut you off. I was talking to my friend the other day. I was talking to Idris. I mean, he was like, what would you do like if someone pulled up on you, like, because we were talking about if you know how like people like social media guys will get like pressed in London, and then they'll film them. And they'll be like, you think you're bad, because you got followers. And Idris was like, what would you do if that happened to you? And I was like,
you just have to firm it.
No, do you know what I said to him? This is what I do. I refer to this TikTok where he's like the TikTok was like, I could never act like a P word on
Wimp.
camera. Yeah, like, I
Wimp.
can't have like a wimp. So I'll be like, oh, please, just as soon as the camera comes, which one of you want it? You want it first? Like, come, let's run it. And then he turns the camera off, not please. Just so they never catch you on camera lacking.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. If someone came up to you, even if it was 10 guys,
yeah, I know, I'm have to firm
you'd
it.
have to firm
but now,
the
do you know what?
beating.
Now I'm scared because now I've said it. Someone's it's got in the air.
Listen, firm the beating.
No,
what are they
I
going to
would.
do? Kill you,
No.
maybe. But
If they had
I said maybe.
Listen, if they have a knife, I don't care. Like, take what you want.
Yeah.
If they don't, I'll be like, all right, let's take turns, and I'll mess you all up one by one. But this is what I was laughing about. He was like, oh, what if they wanted your phone? Like, would you like argue for your phone? And I was thinking that is such like a
You got to
inconvenience.
shove it down your... Yeah.
I'd be like, look, can I just transfer you the money for the phone? I'd rather pay
Wallah, same.
pay the amount that they would get for my phone selling
Yeah.
it second hand. But then imagine I do that and they're like, oh, give me your phone now. You sent me twice, you prick.
Yeah, wallah, I'd say to them, wallah, I feel like, look, I'll give you the money.
Yeah, I just don't want to lose this, and I've lost all my
just
stuff.
long
I'm logged in.
iClouds.
Yeah.
Look, if you're going to rob my phone, let me know and I'll send you the money.
Yeah, I
for
would
it.
literally try to talk to them like, bro, come on, man, please.
Yeah,
like,
you're
I'll
not
send
going
it
to get
to
a lot
you.
of money for this. It's the last
Yeah,
generation.
but also I
What's not-
cracked it recently for the first time. I was like, look, realistically,
you?
mate. Yeah, Ivan slapped out my hand, and I'm putting this on here.
You better invoice him.
No, do you know what? He felt so bad. He was like, let me pay. And I was like, no, it's all right. Don't worry about it. But he won't stop going on about it because he feels bad. But yeah, I'm using it to my advantage.
You know what the funny thing is, now that you said that, yeah? Once I cracked my... I don't know if you remember, but I cracked my phone like 2 days before, and then you came and done something to my phone.
Yeah,
and it
and
fell.
you tried to be like, no, what have you done?
So I cracked my phone like 2 days before, and no one in my house knew. But then Ayub dropped my phone, and I went up to him and I was like, Ayub, look what you done. And then you were like, felt bad at first, and then you were like, oh, and then you clocked that I was lying.
Yeah, you could have got away with that. That's quite jokes.
Aww.
Don't lie, people. It's not good.
No, it's not good. So what I was saying is, right, so with London, I'm acting like it's a different country, but it's not different. It's just like an hour away. But living there is a bit different. So me and Fadors went out to eat or whatever, and I'm telling you, in the space of 5 minutes, we had about 4 guys trying to speak to us. And the thing is, right, the funny one is, I was on live as well, is this guy drove past, and the first thing he asked, he didn't even like say like, you know, flirt with us. He goes, how old are you?
Well, at least they're checking out here.
You don't want to catch a game.
Yeah.
How old are you? How old are you?
To be honest, at least they're checking.
No, I rate it.
That's
I rate
better
it.
than
But
nothing.
why he was stopping traffic?
I've seen them. I've been around. I've seen them. They just stop there. Everyone's.
Yeah,
He's
what
like,
the
right,
hell?
come here, darling.
It's so, and it's like Morocco. The only way I can describe it is it's
No.
like Morocco.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was in Hyde Park the other day because it was nice and sunny. I see it and I don't get how guys can bring themselves to be like that, and it's kind of scary. It's not like, oh, he's cute. He's like, yo, come here, listen, let me speak to you. Like, do you know what I mean? He's like, pull you to the side. Let me try and get you.
Hey,
She's like, I'm alright. I'm just let me go with my friend. And he's like, no, you don't want to. I feel like if I ever felt like I was scaring a girl, I'd be like, what am I doing?
Hey, if
this?
you ever done that, I'd be so disappointed.
No, I've
with
never
you.
done that in my life, wallah, and I never would.
Another thing is, right, so when I first moved there, you know I was about to say where we live.
I think people know.
Okay, we live in Cambridge. You know in Cambridge, like everyone's very friendly. Like people be like, "Hi, how are you?" The neighbours and stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm used to going to London. I spent all my time there even before I moved there. But
Same.
it would be like evenings. I'd spend time and go home. So I've like not really spent time during the day there a lot.
Yeah.
But I was walking and I seen an old man at the bus stop. Wallah, and the old man goes. He said to me, oh, you're right. This is like my first couple of days there. He was like, you're right. And I looked at him and I was like, oh, I'm good. How are you? And he's like, you very beautiful girl, aren't you? So I thought, wallah, I was like, oh, it's an old man.
You can't even get away from him.
I was like, oh, it's an old man. I have to reply. And then
Yeah.
Fadors was like to me, listen, you have to ignore them. And I was just like, it was literally an old man.
Oh, that's stress. I remember as well, that reminds me of a story in KFC. I don't know if I've told this on here before. We were in Harlesden, me and my friends. And
I don't remember.
to be honest, it's Harlesden, so something like this would happen. But we went into KFC at like 2 a.m. And you can tell...
Oh, the drunk guy.
Yeah, you can tell by our group of friends that we're very like, we're not from London. It's like,
Yeah.
not to like say, I'm not trying to be vain or anything, but we look like pretty boy. Like we don't intimidate anyone. Do you know what I mean? We're just chilling. We there's no like vibe of that.
Yeah, people wouldn't think you're like on job
Yeah.
if they see
So
you.
we walk in and we're all
It's
just
because your
trying to
muscles are small.
No, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not, by the way. So we walked into KFC and we're trying to eat food, and then there's this, I won't get into too much detail, but there's this drunk guy and he's looking at us. He's like, oh.
I won't get into too much detail. His
So
name's Adam. His national insurance
His number is 51878. I'm joking. So he looks at us and he's like, He's like, what, you man on something? And it was so obvious that he looked like he was like the bum of like the hood, that he finally found
like
someone he could pick on.
Picks on him,
Yeah.
but he found you lot because you lot are pretty boys.
Yeah, and you could tell we're not around there, so he's like, oh, this is my day, like I can pick on someone who's drunk. And we were like, no, we're like, we're chilling. And he was like, yeah. And he was just saying, mumbling for ages, and we're like, what is this guy on about? And he's like, yeah, I've got a gun around the corner if you don't want to run it, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, oh my days. So for ages we're like, oh please man, just get out of here. And then eventually, like, the same type of group as us, like 4 of us, but they're all from London, they're all hooded up, like, come in, and he just, like, nods at them, puts his head down. we all look at each other like, damn, man, we don't get no respect.
I know.
And then the funniest thing is this, eventually they got their food. Oh, yeah, sorry, whilst that other group was in there as well, they looked bare intimidated.
Sorry.
Nah, you don't. Whilst the other group were in there, they looked bare intimidating. We didn't. He looked back at us and said something, like cussing one of us out or something, like mumbling when he was drunk or whatever. We're not really bothered about stuff like that. And then one of the guys that was in another group goes, what, talking to me? And he was like, no, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
That waste, man.
And then the funniest thing is this.
Why did the thing is though, yeah? What did you say? No.
No, I didn't say no. We're just like,
if I was, can I say something? Okay, we'll speak about it in a second. Go.
Yeah. Look, first of all, I will never do anything unless I have to do something. I'm not going to I'm in this place where I don't know. If anything, he could know 50 people around the corner and cause a problem. Do you know what I mean?
You see, my issue, Ayub, is, right, and especially when it comes to...
Yeah, I know. If you're like...
Meeting a man or
yeah, and then he's just like...
If I went out of... But the thing is, I feel uncomfortable. If I went out of a man... My biggest fear, and I know a lot of girls can relate, is someone starting on my man when I'm with him.
And then he like...
Wallah, it's my biggest fear ever. Not because I would expect him and I would want him to just put his head down and leave it, because it's not worth it. That guy could stab him and whatever. I think we spoke about this on here before.
Yeah, I think we
but
did.
Also, imagine your man getting beaten up in front of you.
Yeah, that's deep.
We would have to break up.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was with a girl and that happened to me... You best believe, just out of like pure like embarrassment, I will not lose. There could be 50 of them. They'll have to literally kill me for me to, because there will never be.
What if you get knocked out?
That's what I'm saying. I will have to get knocked. There will never be a point where I'm like, oh, I'm done. Like I'll just knowing that she's watching. She's there like, no, like the random girls are like, leave me alone. And she randomly gets hit, and then now you've got to go even harder. No, she's like wants you to like mess them up.
Imagine someone hitting your girl.
Oh, what a violation, especially if there's like too many of them. You're just looking around like.
Imagine running and just leaving your girl there.
Just pushing her over. But no, my point was this. This is what's funny. Is we're very...
you shouldn't...
Listen, you'll probably find it cringe because we didn't do anything, but I don't care about
stuff
like
you don't
that.
want to get stabbed.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of Harlesden for starters. I don't know who these people are. Something kicks off and then what? I get stabbed or shot or whatever. Anyway, and it wasn't that deep. It wasn't that deep. We were like laughing about it afterwards. But
was it me and you that were talking about carrying around pepper spray?
Yeah. That'd be jokes, man. Imagine he's just talking. Yeah, I got my gun. Just spray him before he finishes his sentence. He'd be so lost.
People out here carrying knives and guns, and you got pepper spray. Listen, he comes up to you like, yeah, I've got a gun around the corner. You boys, don't worry about this.
Yeah, you pick it up and he just sees like a little perfume bottle. He's like, what's that? You'll find out now, mate. But you know what? That'll mess you up more.
Yeah, I think it would.
Also, this is the funny part of my story.
Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
So,
oh yeah, did you know that? No, joking.
I thought you mean serious. I was like, damn, boy. So eventually, this other group leaves, and it's just us and him, and he come back to us, and he's like, oh, guys, man, I'm sorry, I'm just super drunk. Like, I'm just so drunk, like I get a bit like argumentative or like random, and we're like, oh, it's alright, man, it's alright. And then he left, and as soon as he left, it was like 5 minutes later, like we're just waiting for the food. Ivan turns around to me, and he kind of whispers it to me, and he was like, what was that guy's problem though? It's so weird. As soon as he whispered, the guy come running back in. What, you're not whispering now?
Oh my god!
And I literally was like...
Was he waiting for you to talk?
I think so. I was literally in tears, crying. We're like, what the hell?
You couldn't have let him get away with that.
No.
I hope you didn't just sit there and go, no, it's good.
No, we're like, what the hell are you on about? And it was just like, it was one of them situations where we were just talking for ages.
The thing is that your friends are from London, so...
No, they're not. Well, they all live in London now, but they're all from here.
Yeah.
Also, trust me, listen, even I wouldn't even want to do anything. Wallah, there was no fear of him.
Yeah,
I could have him myself. And plus, there's 4 of us. We could have just done something, but there's no point.
There's no point. That's the thing. You have to just put your head down or carry pepper spray.
No, that's what I mean. That's one thing about as a guy who's not from London, being in London.
We have
That's what I like about Cambridge. I can walk around comfortably. If someone says something, I'm in my like comfort zone. I can be like, I'll check them. I'll be like, what's good? But in London, there's kids that are scrawny little guys, but they'll look at me and I know there's no point just like look the other way, because he'll be like this and he'll pull out the biggest Rambo and just put it in you just because you said what.
They do that.
And I'm not risking my life over some stupid. That's a lot of people as well. They don't realize when it comes out Islamically, they think that's what a rajul is you have to defend this and be like this.
No.
But they don't realize that a real man is someone who can control his temper in certain situations and not cause something to escalate and do these things. So I'd rather be like that.
Yeah,
knowing that I can also violate.
I would want someone. Yeah, I would want someone that's just realised it's not worth it, because you look at certain people in London the wrong way and they'll just stab you just for that.
And not just that, sometimes you have to be comfortable in your own. Like, I know personally myself
that
I know I can handle myself, and I can mess up most of these people. So I don't need to prove myself to do something. And I'm not gonna lie to you, my friends as well, most of them, all of them know that I would be able to as well in certain situations. So when something happens, I don't need to prove something to them. I don't need to act a certain way and be like, oh no, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. There's no point.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That is true.
It's a smart way of thinking.
Take
notes, guys.
Take notes to the men in here. And ladies, if you do have a man and you do like have that fear of going out and someone sticking it on him or him getting into a fight, just simply say to him, look, can you respect me when I say that if you see someone, put your head down? Because then, right, if he does put his head down, he's not going to think I'm doing it because I'm... He's going to be like, I'm respecting what you said.
Girls, that is one of the most amazing things you could ever say. Because if you say that to him, then even if he is scared of that person, he puts his head down, he's not going to have that embarrassment.
He looks like he's doing it for you.
Yeah, it's going to give his confidence a tiny bit of like, you're doing it for your girl.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to make him comfortable, do that. Some of the girls can be like, nah, stick it on him. If someone even looks in my way or breathes, I want you to stick it on him.
I do know some girls that are like that. Remember you told me that story?
Oh, yeah.
We said it already, but so ladies, just speak to your man beforehand to say, look, I find it really uncomfortable when we go out, like just the thought of this. If anything does ever happen, please, out of respect for me, could you keep your head down or just ignore it and just stuff like that. And then it just makes it easier for both parties. And then you don't have to break up with him if he gets into a fight and gets beaten up in front of you.
But yeah, what's mad as well is what I was saying. Like, I was laughing about it because of the TikTok of like, if someone was to ever do that to me, like the only time I would is if they started filming like You'd have to firm literally getting beaten up. Yeah, it's true. I wouldn't get beaten up, I don't think.
But I'm saying like...
Unless there was like a huge group of them. But the only thing I would do is every time they film, I'd make it embarrassing for them. I'd be like, well, there's 10 of you. One of you come now. We can run it now. And I would run it one-on-one.
My thing is this. If someone comes to steal your phone, just put it in your trousers.
It's even worse. They'll go down there with the knife and try to grab it and end up cutting all the other bits off. Mess you up.
No, what I mean is, because then if they go get it, they're gonna be like, bro, you gay? Like,
they're like defensive with that. No. I don't want your phone anyway.
And then take it out and be like, it's got like germs on it now.
Unless they might actually be getting it, but I don't mind.
True. But yeah, my thing is like the phone thing. I would just kind of hide my phone. You know, in movies where robbers steal bags and they run off, why does that not happen here?
I don't know. It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Wait, I was thinking of something.
People used to
can I say something? Actually, this just came to my mind. I was going to do a TikTok about it. But I don't know if you know. I don't know if you like... You probably don't... You probably haven't realised this, but the viewers may have realised. But Americans... Like, did you see H3... they got announced that they were pregnant on their live. They found out they were pregnant on their live.
Oh, they did it live?
But they didn't do it on purpose. She got a text from her doctor saying you're positive.
Oh.
But in America, that's what they do. Like the Kardashians, they get calls from their doctors like, oh, you're positive.
Don't you find out at the doctors?
No, you just have a pregnancy test.
What?
You do the test
at
home.
And you just leave. And...
No. Here in the UK, you just buy a pregnancy test from the shop.
No, but I'm saying in America, what they do? They go to the doctors, they do the test, and then they come back.
Yeah, and then they wait for their doctor to call them.
I think they have pregnancy tests there as well. Maybe it's like a double check.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know, to confirm. Some tests can mess up.
Yeah, but it's like 99% accurate.
Yeah, but there is times where it messes up.
I don't know, man. I think it's just like, it's just a bit strange.
No, you have to. You can't. If I was a girl and I saw that it said pregnant,
yeah, but you do it afterwards, right? Afterwards, you'd go to double check. I'm saying they get calls. Oh, you're pregnant, by the way. I find it weird. Even like Catherine from the Ace family, she rings and she says, I think it was saying you're pregnant. And then the Kardashians have seen it. And then Ela from H3.
I don't know. That makes sense to me. They get a pregnancy test. It says they're pregnant. They go to the doctors afterwards. They get a pregnancy test again. They
do a wee or a blood test at the doctors. They don't do their own pregnancy test.
No, I've seen TikToks. I've seen them have them. And
some of them do, but I'm saying
and you're talking about all like the Richies.
Yeah.
They got a private doctor in the wardrobe.
Ya Allah, please one day let someone call me a Richie. I mean... And you guys, Emmy.
But now what's called they've got a doctor in the wardrobe that just comes out, takes the pee, calls it back in. Do you know what I mean?
Comes out the toilet with pee in my
turns out you're pregnant. Here's your baby as well. You dropped it whilst you were here.
Ew.
Stuff like that.
So yeah, but yeah, so lockdown is getting lifted. I think it's on the 21st of this month. How do you feel about that?
I feel alright. I can't tell if the rest of the world is in lockdown with us or not. Because some of the places look like they're not. Some places look like they are.
Yeah, America, I don't feel like they are.
Yeah, I don't feel like they are either. But apparently there are some places. I just can't wait to travel. That's what I want.
Yeah, but there's going to be a lot of red list places. So you have to pay like £250 for like a COVID test because it can't be a private.
Apparently you have to actually pay for a hotel room to quarantine
like £1,700.
The hell? Might as well not go on holiday.
You got to be rich. You got to be a richie.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I can't wait to go on holiday. You don't understand. I feel like, and I've noticed recently, you know how they say seasonal depression?
Mm-hmm.
You know when the weather's good, you're actually... It's impossible to be depressed.
It's not impossible.
It's impossible to be
depressed.
It's
not impossible. I can tell you that right now.
That was a joke, man. Clearly, it's not impossible. Ow!
Sorry.
When I FaceTimed Abe to show him this scratch on my arm, he was like, "Oh, already." I don't think they're gonna get the joke.
Yeah, but that's
you know what?
We shouldn't joke about stuff like that.
We always joke about things, and I feel like we haven't really spoke about life.
Do you want to speak about life?
Yeah, like I feel like we haven't. You know how we always, we'll speak about it later. Like we actually haven't.
Yeah, we haven't.
Like we haven't spoke about. A lot of people said our dad, the situation with me, and like loads of deep things.
Well, we can save that one for another time.
No,
sorry guys.
why don't
The
we
dad
speak
one.
about,
No,
not the dad one.
Well, yeah, let's pick something else. You want to talk about this?
Yeah, if you want.
Go on then.
Should we?
Yeah, but we're bad because we make jokes to like make ourselves feel better, but someone's gonna be dealing with the same thing and be like, they keep laughing at me.
No.
Stuff like that. See already.
No, but they must understand.
Yeah, go on then. You start off. I'll try.
So, I know I make jokes about not wanting to be alive a lot of the time, but I'm serious. No, I'm joking. So, okay, so we're always having jokes and stuff, but I feel like it's important to speak about this sort of stuff. So, I don't know if you lot know, you know, I've like had depression since I was 14, I think. So I was diagnosed with depression and a personality disorder at 14.
Yeah.
And apparently you're meant to wait till you're like 18 to get diagnosed with personality disorder, but mine was really bad. And I was on antidepressants. So the normal stage of antidepressants you go on, they start you off at 10 milligrams, right?
Yeah.
And I got to the point where I was on 370 milligrams of antidepressants. So that's how bad it was. But
wait, can you explain personality disorder? Because I understand like some bits of it, but I don't think that you've ever explained to me how that feels for you as a person.
Sometimes,
like, individually.
right, my personality disorder is so bad that I'm like, you know what, I can deal with depression times 10 for the rest of my life, but what I can't deal with is a personality disorder.
What does it actually do?
So, okay, let me just heard a bang. Let me just give you an example, right? Imagine, you know how it's hard to deal with me and have a personality disorder for you and people around me, relationships and family. Now imagine actually feeling the feeling. So this is the way I can explain it. I'll feel so strongly about something. So let's say you're gonna edit this podcast. I'm gonna do I'm gonna edit it today, whatever.
Yeah.
And then within 5 minutes you feel the complete opposite, but you feel it within your core.
Yeah.
Like the complete opposite. There's no way I'm gonna edit
But
that.
is there any like
There's
flashback or resistance in the sense of I felt like I was going to do it, now I'm not going to do it? Is there no like clash in the middle?
It's literally 1 second and then within a second, and it's the same with your mood being
but
low
how
to
does
happy.
how does that mess you up in the sense of if you're 100% feeling the first way and then 100% feeling the second way, surely you that's just how you feel and then you don't realise the
no, because
bit
it's
that
like
you
such a switch, because your brain cannot focus and your brain's confused and your emotions are up and down.
Is it something that you look back at and you're like, oh I was meant to do that and I didn't do it, and it stresses you out and stuff like that?
A lot, and it's not just with things you're going to do, it's with emotions towards people. And like I think I'm going to find it very difficult to settle down and get married, in the sense that like I could literally be like in love with someone, want to be with them, and then for about an hour or two, I'll feel like I don't have any feelings for them, and I'll be like, I don't want to be with them. I don't want to be.
And then you make like a rash decision in that time.
And then
it can mess you up.
and you just think, what the hell? Why do I not love like this person anymore? And then it goes away after an hour. But then it's like it just comes all the time.
Damn,
to the point where I wake up and like it's actually just sometimes I say I'd rather depression and anxiety times a million than a personality disorder.
It must make you just feel like so unsure
about everything in life.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how am I ever going to get married as well? Because like I change my mind
all the time. So how do you make
all the
like
time.
big decisions in that? That must be hard.
That's why, right? I was speaking to someone about something recently, and actually yesterday, and the person turned around to me and they go, "Look, just go with your heart." I literally said to them, "I have a personality, so I can't do this."
I have a heart. It's been taken up by 5 of my personalities. No, I'm joking.
I literally can't. You know how people go off their gut feeling?
Yeah.
I can't do that. It changes every 5 minutes.
Stress.
It does, and that's why people go with your heart. I'm like, I can't. Because
imagine if you didn't know you had that and you were in like a high stress situation, like you're a sniper for the military or something. Take them out now. You're like, wait a minute, I agree with them. You turn on your teammate.
Turn the gun on you.
Yeah, you're like.
No, that's what it's like. But so I found it very hard to deal with it, and I like one time on my so I've actually, trigger warning, I've actually tried to unalive myself a few times. So I'd say like 3 times. 3 times in the past 2 days. No, I'm joking.
Are you alright with saying this stuff on here?
Yeah, I am. I don't care.
That's how you feel now, and then in a minute, delete it all. We don't have a podcast.
Delete it. No, I don't mind. I think going on live and speaking to people and mentioned mental health, I've become more comfortable with it. And I wasn't always like this because I thought that people would think I'm doing it for attention.
Yeah.
Before, I'd literally be speaking to someone and he didn't even know I was depressed until 6 months in when I tried to unalive myself. And my friend, he was like, "What's wrong with Nissa?" And she was like, "Look, this is what happened. Like, she's depressed." I used to hide it because I was ashamed of it and I embarrassed.
But you know what? I think having a podcast is different because we're having a genuine conversation now. It's not like you're putting on your story like, guys. This.
Obviously.
So I think stuff like this helps a lot of people because there's going to be people that watch that feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be someone that they follow and they maybe look up to, and they're going to see, oh, she goes through the same thing. Yeah,
like, don't feel embarrassed at all. Like, if someone judges you because you're depressed, then their mum's probably depressed. No, I'm joking. No, joking.
So you said you tried to unalive yourself.
I tried to unalive myself like 3 times, and I think the worst one was when this is so bad.
Should we go into details?
Nothing
to do with me. I was there to save her.
So what happened is I was taking the antidepressants and I didn't take them for 3 days. And if you don't take them for 3 days, I think it's like on the 3rd day, you'll get withdrawal symptoms. And what happened is I like kind of just blacked out, and like I just blacked out. I had a very big mental breakdown, and we won't go into too much detail, but I like tried 2 ways to unalive myself, and obviously Aya walked in and he like carried me down. That was so emotional.
I was like crying. I literally thought you were gone. I'm getting emotional now. I was like running down the stairs with you in my arms.
Oh, don't cry.
I'm actually about to cry on the podcast. What the hell?
Okay.
Jeez. How did we get here?
Oh, that's so emotional.
Bloody hell. We're like, this is why we don't talk about this stuff.
It's sad because it was really deep.
Yeah. But we're alright, alhamdulillah.
Aya picked me up and called the ambulance, and then they gave me like... oh my god, this is where
we are. Crying. Listen, we're good now, alhamdulillah.
But yeah. And now I have a scar on my hand, but... I wish it was deeper so I could be like, look at me. And I'm joking.
Could have put more effort into it, mate. Stuff like that.
Ayo.
Weak.
But yeah, no. And it's a bit ugly. But
I think it's pretty. I don't know.
And now all these girls are, oh my god, Aya thinks it's pretty.
No, stuff like
that. I need a tissue.
Bro, what the hell is it?
It's because it was like brings us. It's very emotional.
Yeah, I'm not gonna actually like not blaming anything on you at all, anything like that.
Yeah, right. You've said this before.
No, wallah, I'm not blaming. But those type of things are what equate to me having like certain anxieties and triggers. Like sometimes I'll be chilling in bed and you lot will just be making loud noises downstairs or something, and then instantly my heart like drops. I think something's happened, and I like run to the door.
Oh yeah.
And then I listen out and I realise it's just someone laughing or someone doing something. And I sit back down.
Childhood trauma as well can bring stuff like that to the point where I wouldn't like hearing shouting for a lot of times. Shouting would give me anxiety. And if you've grown up in a household where like there's been arguments and maybe your parents have had issues, which I'm not gonna lie, I feel like 90% of the world has.
Yeah.
Just to let you guys know that that's completely normal. Then you
Imagine that every viewer here has never had any problem ever. And they're like, damn, these guys are a wreck.
then if you've grown up in that sort of household, you'll know that like sometimes hearing screaming or shouting gives you anxiety.
No, it does for me. Every time I hear shouting, and then I just go downstairs and there's everyone watching football or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm like going like, what the hell's happened? Like,
that is what any childhood trauma does to you as well. So let me just wrap it up. So that happened. I went to hospital. They made me drink like charcoal because that absorbs. If you've ever like haven't had an trigger warning, OD, I'm not gonna say the full word. Then they make you drink like actual charcoal to absorb tablets in your stomach. And I done that, and I remember I was just so high and like I just didn't remember anything. They made me stay there for like a week. I was in the site like to the point where I was getting reviews. I wasn't allowed out of the hospital unless someone was with me. And then I just remember that I went through a stage in life where I would wake up and literally, this way I can explain it is I would be like, why didn't I die in my sleep? Wallah, every single day I'd be like, another day, why did I not die in my... And then it got to the point where I'm still depressed, right?
Yeah.
But this is why I say my religion's very important, because now I don't think I still have depression, but I don't think, oh, why did I die? I wake up now and I'm like, alhamdulillah, God's given me another day to like repent or be better.
That is the most beautiful way you've
thankful.
ever put it. Like, it's just realizing and being grateful for what you have, because the sad truth is, from what we believe religiously as well, the pain that you're going through now, that depression that you feel is unbearable, you can't do this, I don't want to be here anymore, the
doesn't
instant
compare.
you
Don't say it, because
no, but the instant you it will be regret.
Yeah. Well, that's what we believe.
But
as
then
Muslims.
again, as well, disclaimer, religiously, sometimes people with mental health, they're forgiven and they do it,
but
and
if
it won't be like that.
But if they're unaware,
Yeah,
it's not like us. It's not like me. If I go, you know what? If I unalive myself, God will forgive me. This is not in the instance that everyone who unalives themselves is gonna have a hard time afterwards. Okay, let's just explain. And before anyone, we believe that if you unalive yourself, maybe bleep that out.
Yeah.
If you unalive yourself, then it's basically against the religion. You're not allowed to do it. But that doesn't mean that everyone who has is going to be punished for it, because
mental health
people have mental health issues and stuff like that. But if you think to yourself, oh, God will forgive me because I'm mentally unstable, then it's like you don't fall in that you don't fall in that category.
Do you know what it is as well? It's a bit of a deep topic, but I watched a video of someone who tried to
I know you on about
unalive themselves, and he jumped off the bridge,
and then he regretted it,
and he survived, and he said the instant he let go and was like, I don't want to do this anymore, he's like, no, like he instantly was like, oh, why did I do that? And it made him appreciate his life afterwards when he survived, which is kind of mad, because I don't know, I'm not gonna lie to you, one thing about like people that suffer with like suicidal like thoughts and stuff like that, don't know if I can even say that, but I feel so sorry for them, because that must, I think, one of the hardest things to deal with. Always on that line of temptation of you don't want to do this, and you have a bit of happiness and it goes back down. Because I've experienced like some depression. The main thing I kind of deal with is anxiety, but I've gone through like waves of depression, and it just knowing what that low feeling is like. I've never gotten to that point, alhamdulillah, but I can't imagine it. And I think, oh man, my heart goes out to anyone that deals with that type of stuff. One thing that is very important, if you do ever have them thoughts, please make sure someone around you, someone close to you, knows that you're dealing with that, because there will be a day that you're feeling weak, and if you don't have anyone that can pull you out of that, or like just be there to watch you, to take care of you, then you might end up doing something you regret.
Not just that, if you are going through it, if you're depressed, if you have any sort of mental health issues, if you have thoughts, I don't want to use the word, if you do have them thoughts, then just know, and I'll give you the examples, maybe me, that there's going to be a point now, let's say you think, oh, I'm never going to get back, there's going to be a point where you're thankful for life instead of wanting to not be here. And I'm not saying you're going to be completely free of depression, but there will be a point, like if you are, this is for the people that do have those thoughts, right? Don't do it. Let me tell you why. This is gonna
She said, don't do it.
I'll tell you why. Because are you not excited to see how your life pans out?
Yeah, but
if you do it, you're not going to be able to maybe experience certain things, certain amazing things that could happen to you, whether that's getting married or having kids. I know when you do
at the
feel
time
like,
you don't care about
I
that
do
stuff,
get that. You don't care. But what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to put it in perspective of don't give up now, because there's
still so much
the best is yet to come.
Think about this. Sometimes I think when I'm sad about life and I think, oh, we're just here, like maybe I'm not happy with what I'm doing and that, and I think, like there's gonna be a time where, inshallah, I'm gonna be a whole granddad. My kids are gonna be coming up to me with other kids. We're gonna have family barbecue stuff like that. And it's gonna be like a whole
there's so
different
many new
life.
chapters of life. Like I feel like there's the child chapter, which is just like school stuff, and then there's a chapter we're in now
where you're trying to find yourself and do things.
Yeah, and then there's maybe getting married and having kids, and then there's I feel
and some of them merge. Like you can still sometimes
of
people still find themselves while they're getting married and career paths and stuff like that. But yeah.
So guys, life, enjoy it. Focus on being a good person, having good morals, and getting close to your religion.
Yeah.
If you're not a Muslim, then just trying to better yourself. Be the sort of person that people want to be around, and bring people happiness.
Yeah.
But yeah, I say that, and I'm gonna go be toxic to someone now.
Yeah, you can take out all them. I nearly cried today on the podcast. Your fault. No, I'm joking. Do you know what? I pull really ugly faces whenever I make jokes like that, and I always watch it back.
Yeah.
And
Oh, remember that screenshot you sent me?
Oh, I've got bad screenshots of you.
I'm so ugly when I laugh.
As if we basically cried on the podcast. That is so bad.
This is why we try to avoid it, but yeah. Anyway.
No, that's emotional. One day when you do go, I'll watch that back and get even more upset.
Don't say that. You know what?
Do you know what I find crazy?
Yeah.
The fact that forget like religion stuff. Forget religious views. Put them aside for now. The fact that we live in a world where like dying is a normal thing. Oh, Terry died. Oh, that's sad. And then you move on with your life. That's like a normal thing. Like we're in a world where like people just die. Like that's it. They're never on the planet again. They're never around.
Don't think of it
in a sad way. Just think of it in. It's kind of weird. It's almost like something out of a film.
It is weird.
That person, like, how's your grandma? Oh, she passed. They're sad, but then we just move on. We're like, okay, next night they're at the pub.
Before I forget, this sounds so bad, but growing up in school, especially, you'd always hear people, oh, my nana passed away, and like it's kind of like it's been desensitized because first of all they're old, and second of all you hear it all the time. My nan like if you said my mom like had passed away, you'd be like, oh my god. But if you said nan, I'm not gonna lie, when people say my nan passed away, I don't really care that much. I don't really care that much.
Like, she had it coming. No, I'm joking. I mean, like it was her time to go.
But I say
How do you think she did? It was me, elbow to the face. No, I'm joking.
I say that, but by the way, I don't actually genuinely mean. I don't genuinely mean.
Before we're here next week,
what I mean
guys,
is
we have bad news stuff. I'm joking.
What I mean is this. The reason I brought it up is because I wanted to explain that when people's nans pass away, when someone's like, "Oh, my nan passed away," I just mean like if someone said it, you'd be like, "Oh, stress." You make dua for them.
Yeah.
But you don't. If someone said my mum passed, or if you've seen it on Twitter,
it would affect you more. You'd be like, "Oh my god."
Even if you don't know them, you're like, "Oh my god, that's so sad."
Yeah.
But then again, I think if that happened to me, I would be distraught.
No, you would. If you're the person that your nan went, you'd be broken. But you know everyone else around you, you'd be like, "Get over it, mate." Do you know what I mean?
You let me talk. You keep interrupting me. So if it happened to me, I'd be distraught. But I'd be even more distraught knowing that no one really cares that much.
They care, but they're just not like they're not shocked. They're like,
yeah, that's so sad.
Nans and granddads are always dying. Oh, both our granddads have already passed. Oh, that is sad.
So yeah, both of our granddads, our dad's dad and our mum's dad, both passed away.
Oh.
The long line of men that are
trying to get rid of all of us. Why are women in our family like the strongest?
Oh, that was really mean. Do you think that was a bad joke that I just made?
No, I think we understand it wasn't like that.
Yeah, but
that maybe was a bit deep.
Maybe mum might not like that.
Yeah, I don't think she would.
Show her before you post it.
Yeah, we apologise.
I'm joking, by the way. Like, that just came out. But, yeah, no, that is sad. Because I think, here's my thing, right? I think, it would have been really nice. Because we didn't meet our mum's dad. Yeah. But I just think, imagine.
I'm not like you. Sometimes I feel like a lot of the problems we have wouldn't have happened if he was around.
Yeah, but, it's meant to be. And also, imagine one day we're all in Jannah together, inshallah.
Or we're like...
Not dressed like this. No, I'm joking.
We're all at the gates waving at you. Bye! I'm joking.
That's so mean.
I'm joking.
Do you think if you died now, do you think you'd go to heaven, be honest?
I don't know, Allahu Alam, but I know that my Lord is the most merciful, so as long as you're praying every day and you do your best.
No, Amy, it doesn't work like that, darling.
What do you mean? That is exactly how it works.
I don't mean, but here's sometimes Sometimes I think that, right? But then the other times you look at, there's like two sides. You think, oh yeah, just pray and be a good person. But then you look at like the really religious people and it's like, damn, this is hard.
Or no, you look at people that do it properly and you realise, oh, I'm not actually doing enough.
Yeah.
But we don't know. You just,
You
it's all about your
already,
intention.
you could have already done something now
yeah,
that makes you go to
guarantee it.
Jannah.
It's all about your intention, and like if you are trying your hardest, and do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, just pray for what's it called.
Yeah.
You know, all that good stuff, inshallah.
But yeah, it's sad to think that one day we're gonna pass away, and yeah.
That's life. Also, so have you got plans this weekend?
No, not really. Why?
I'm gassed. So this weekend, on Sunday, is a boxing match.
Yeah.
Do you know much about all these boxing matches,
No,
like the YouTubers
and honestly,
and
this
stuff
is the
like
wrong person to speak
I know,
to
but I kind of want to
it.
bring up to you just so I want to get your opinion on something.
Go on.
Look at your mood's already changed. Here we go. So Logan Paul is fighting Floyd Mayweather. Do you know who Floyd Mayweather is?
Yeah, of course.
Tell me.
I'm feeling like Floyd and it's Mayweather.
That's not who he is, though.
I know who he is. He's a boxer. He's kind of short and he's rich.
Yeah.
And his daughter was dating. Did you not see? She was like dating.
I love how like we're trying to talk about things, you go straight to the topics. So was dating this guy.
His daughter was like dating NBA YoungBoy, I think.
Something like that.
And then,
they
like,
had like a little beef or
yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry, this
stop
bite
itching,
on my back.
Stop itching your back.
Did you not see me itching my my butt? My bite. Sorry.
Yeah. Can you stop it? Thank
Sorry.
you.
Why do your arms look smaller at you?
It's because I've got a baggy t-shirt on.
All right, go.
So yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. So he's fighting Floyd Mayweather, but he's like arguably the best boxer to ever exist.
Who's the best boxer?
That's what I'm saying. Him.
Are you sure?
Yes.
But would other people disagree with
No.
you?
There's obviously in the history
So
of time.
how the hell is
Yeah,
Jake
Paul it's not Jake Paul, it's Logan Paul.
Logan Paul fighting
So
him?
he's the best boxer in the sense of in our alive today.
Yeah, yeah.
There's ones and Mike Tyson obviously, but we're talking basically like he's
Who's better,
arguably
Mike
at the top.
Tyson or Floyd Mayweather?
I personally prefer Mike Tyson, but some people would prefer Floyd. Floyd's very defensive, and he's known for being amazing at defending and stuff like that. Anyway, so the whole point is this: he's 50-0. Yeah, meaning he's had 50 wins in a row, never lost.
No.
That's how good he is. And he's fighting Logan Paul, who's a YouTuber who lost to KSI. Yeah.
Imagine.
But the thing is, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I love about it. But the difference is, Logan Paul is huge compared to him.
So surely that can't
So it's not allowed.
happen.
So it's an exhibition. It's not like it doesn't go to his record. They're just fighting to make money and it's gonna be
Oh, okay,
entertaining.
yeah.
But if he
Imagine.
loses, it doesn't matter whether it's on his record or not. People are gonna be like, "What the hell?"
Imagine if he just got a lucky punch.
That's what I'm saying. So with Floyd, the thing is with Floyd, no one gets a lucky punch.
But imagine.
It's only happened to 2 people in all his fights that he's ever had that they've got a lucky punch and they couldn't even finish it. So this is what's mad. The only thing that makes the difference is if Logan gets a lucky punch, it's a different story because he's so much bigger. There's so much weight and strength behind it that he could get a lucky punch that does way more damage than he's ever had before.
Yeah, because he's taller.
And he's a lot older now. He's like in his 40s.
Oh, I thought you said Logan.
No,
Paul the
Mayweather.
day.
And what's also the only thing that because realistically, we're gonna.
Surely he's short, so his punches aren't
Yeah,
going to
like he's gonna have to punch up. But this is what's mad. Mayweather should win. That is like if anyone was gonna put money on it, they put Mayweather's gonna
But
win.
imagine.
But what makes it exciting is. Like Logan Paul, it's not impossible. He could accidentally get a hit. Also, if Mayweather underestimates him and thinks he's really, really bad, and he's been training for however many years, and Mayweather doesn't think he's got any type of skill,
Yeah.
then he could get clipped. Also, because he's not
What's clip?
like clipped isn't like accidentally like caught with a punch. And then also with Logan, because he's not an orthodox type of boxer, he hasn't been doing it forever. He's still like kind of amateur and he's still learning. His throws and punches that he's gonna throw are like not normal. They're not like how so Mayweather's used to fighting boxers. Now he's gonna be like fighting someone that doesn't really know what they're doing 100%. They might throw a punch in a weird way that you don't normally throw a punch and it could catch him.
You don't like protect yourself
Yeah,
or block
yeah.
it the way you would if it were
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny.
And also, it's just what's mad is that they're the one's so big, one's so small. It's just gonna be weird to see them
Who
in
do
the
you
ring.
think's gonna win?
Mayweather should win. Like, there's no argument. But I'll have that hope and excitement because I do kind of I want Logan Paul to do it just so the world's like.
Do you think
oh
how much
my
money
God.
does he make if he wins?
Oh, I don't know. They probably already have like an agreement on how much they get paid for each one, but they're
You
making
know what I
hundreds of
don't agree
millions.
with? There's people dying in this world and people are making millions off of fighting. That's what I don't agree in this world. And there's
but
people
people
dying
making millions doing everything. If
I
we
know,
were making
but
millions off
one
this podcast,
fight-
you'd be like, well, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Do you know what I mean? But now you want to compare it with other
True.
people.
Okay, speaking of that, before we wrap it up, I think we spoke about it in the last episode,
Yeah.
but I really, really want to do a pop-up.
Yes.
So-
No, I was thinking when we hit 10k, we'll do a pop up.
Okay, we'll do that.
I was going to say that.
And basically our pop-up will be something like, you know what, it's not really, we'll do the one in London, right? I think. we'll see how it goes, and then maybe we'll do ones in like Birmingham, Manchester, just because even if
it's like 5 people, just be
even if
nice.
it's
We
just
can like
5
go.
people.
We can go with the intention of we're just going to have a day out, and if people eventually like see us, they see us.
So guys, help us get to 10k, and inshallah we'll do the pop-up where we'll just like do some merch and meet you guys, because I'm not gonna lie, it was the best feeling in the world meeting people that watch a podcast. So also guys, if you could like the video, we'd appreciate that a lot, please. And follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
So Nisrin, where can I find you?
You can find me
crying on my pillow,
crying in London.
Well, you better than me now, aren't you?
Yes. And you can find me at It's Nisrin on TikTok and Instagram.
You can find me at Killer Kesha on all social media platforms. Don't forget to follow Sadly Relatable Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. Don't forget the shout out of the week. We did it in a bit of a reverse order.
So the shout out of the week, you didn't put the screenshot of the shout out of the week last time, did you?
Yeah,
I didn't send it to you though.
No, I got it myself.
Okay, so the shout out of the week goes to Aisha_Noor. She said, I say it every time, but thank you so much for making these. They really do keep me going. Oh, I keep you both my du'as, and I hope that you are rewarded as much as you deserve, inshallah. Please don't ever stop and keep going. P.S. Stop apologising for how your episodes go. It's the way we love them. Sending du'a and love from Aisha or Aisha. Thank you so much, Queen. We pray that you have happiness and success and health, and for you and your family.
Amen.
And we love you so much.
Also, as well, I want to say, during this time where like we're going through like some of our views are lows, then they go back up. We have like the ride or dies that are with us.
Yeah, and so our views are like...
Yeah, but inshallah, we're going to grow. Like, obviously, it's sun, everyone's busy, they're out and about. But we're going to grow. But I'm not going to forget these people.
We're not going to forget you guys that are commenting, because we're basically... we went to like hitting 10k views per episode, and now we're on about 5,000.
Yeah,
and
which is fine. I think you get to your point where you get to your average like view count and stuff like that.
Let us know down below if you are a regular viewer. Comment it down below.
Down below. I'm going to cut that out. You can't say that.
Why? I just said...
I don't know.
Anyway, so comment it down below. Let us know. And also, shout out to you lot, because we love you.
Yeah, we love you. Don't forget to like, share, press the button, all that good stuff. Comment, please. Also, what was I going to say? Yeah, just share us. Try to get us to 10k people. We love you all so
10k
much.
And we'll have a little meet up.
Yeah, it'll be sick, inshallah. And we'll start doing this thing that we're talking about here.
Yeah, I forgot what it was.
It was like putting people's names, but I don't know why.
Nah, that's long. My personality's like, yeah, we should do it. Nah.
Who came up with that idea? Trash.
Hell no. Okay, right, yalla.
But yeah, guys, we love you. Is there anything? I feel like we're forgetting something. Oh, that's what I was going to ask. All right, let's do the... All right, 1 second. All right, guys. Peace.
Bye.
All right, quickly, so we don't have to keep looking for it for ages. Let's do a thumbnail. Because I'm gonna make the thumbnail.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to make the thumbnail opening up about my personality disorder or something like that.
Okay.
So maybe I should be like... I'm joking. What should I do?
Oh, yeah, by the way, people said to keep the bloopers or like... leave the talking bit afterwards. Yeah, why not?
Alright, well, this is the first time we've done it. I normally just take the thumbnail from the video, but I thought it'd be easier if we just do a thumbnail.
You can just leave the sound in it. You don't have to put the face in it.
Okay, yeah.
They're gonna hear us.
We're like,
okay,
ready?
right, so thumbnail.
Yeah.
Okay, you cry, clickbait.
No,
you should just screenshot us wiping our tears. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, we have us actually crying. Jeez. But what if it's like really bad of you? Let's try one more time.
Okay.
No, not try and cry. I mean, like do a thumbnail.
Okay.
What should I do? Should I do like a open eyes?
No, just do a screenshot, man. Come on. And
what
then the next times we can go like. No, okay.
Wait, be more like this. I'm gonna leave this in.
Okay, go. You.
What am I gonna do?
Put your hand on my shoulder.
Yeah. I'm leaving all this footage here, by the way. What about?
Okay, go, man. I've got stuff to do.
I'll find something. Bye, guys.